Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Lynn Wagner and welcome to Doc's Thoughts. So today I want to talk about looking at your health as your first wealth. We've all heard people talking about health being your first wealth or depositing into your health bank account and things like that. But have we really stopped to think about it? So I'm going to share a patient example to really help you think about it and understand what we're talking about when we say invest in your health like it's part of your wealth. I had a patient recently who was in his 50s or 60s and he was a very, very successful man. He had amassed a lot of money in his bank account and could have retired at any day. But he came to me in my office and was miserable. He was obese, he was inflamed, his workaholic lifestyle had led to the demise of his marriage. He was lonely, he had emotional burden and was sad and depressed. So he was really, really in a bad place. When you looked at him on paper, he had everything you could possibly want: homes, vehicles, boats, travel, everything you think you could ever want in your life. But from a health perspective, especially from an integrative health perspective, he was really, really broken. And he came to me because he wanted to change that, which is amazing. So he wanted to take the initiative, make the changes that he could possibly make in his 50s and 60s to start to reverse some of the things that had happened in his life and hopefully enjoy the remaining years of his life. And as doctors, we see this all the time. We'll see patients who work their butt off until they retire, and they finally retire and they get diagnosed with a fatal illness or a cancer, or they have a massive heart attack. Or we see patients who invest a lot of money into their bank account, into their 401k, their retirement funds look amazing, but as with my patient, their health is a complete mess. So when it comes to the time where they have the money and they have the time to do these things that they love to do, they can't do them anymore because their body will not allow them to do that. So it made me ask myself and kind of look at my patients differently and say, how much is good health worth? At Wagner Integrative Health, I get patients all the time who tell me that it's hard to come see me or they won't come see me because of the cost of a visit. And I really look at that and I understand the economy is really tough right now. Gas prices are high, food prices are ridiculously expensive. I understand that, but I also know the cost of prescription medications and what it costs to be on drugs for 10, 20, 30 years. I know the cost of a hospital bill if you suffer from an illness or a disease that is caused by lifestyle. I understand what good health costs and I understand what poor health costs, and I can tell you the poor health costs a lot more than the good health. And so my whole point of this Doc's Thoughts is, as you're going through your years, whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, I don't care where you're at in the range of life, we have to start looking at our health as part of our investment portfolio. As we invest into our retirement funds, as we put away money for the rainy day, as we do these things to protect ourselves financially, are we protecting ourselves physically? Are we protecting ourselves emotionally and spiritually? Are we setting ourselves up for potentially the best life possible where we can do all the things we love to do for as many years as possible? And that's how we need to start looking at our health. So it's not how much does this visit cost? Dr. Wagner, it costs this much to see you for an hour. It's how much is that money going to give me a better life and better health, more energy, and all the things that I want to be able to do. And that's what I'm here to say. So health is your first wealth. If you have the wealth and you don't have the health, you can't use the wealth. So invest in yourself as you would invest in your bank accounts and your investment portfolios, and then you will truly be able to live your best life.